Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the laboratory. So glad you could be here with us today. Today is a special day for the Jacked Up Laboratory channel. Today is the very first invention show. I hate fire ants, and if you've ever been bitten by one or had your kids get into them, they're pound for pound, they're the meanest creature on the face of the planet, and we're gonna kill them. I hate fire ants. There is one method that is guaranteed to work 100% of the time, and that is to melt a bunch of aluminum in a foundry and pour it into the mound, and I've done that. This is what a mound looks like down under the ground. If you pour 1,000-degree aluminum into an ant mound, it's guaranteed to kill all the ants. It's guaranteed to kill the mound and not make them move. So this works. We've done it, we've seen it, and we may do this on our channel in the future. If you'd like to see that, comment down below and let me know. We can do that very easily. I developed another method. It takes a lot less energy. I modified my Black Flag mosquito fogger. First thing I did was I wrapped some aluminum foil around the heating chamber just to get the steam a little hotter. Then I added a rubber fuel line to the nozzle here, just added a clamp, and then that is a steel brake line. Put the tube on the end of that, flattened the end with a hammer, sharpened it a little bit so it'll go on the ground, and then just drilled some small holes in it. This is a bug barrier. You spray it around the foundation of your home, and if a bug walks across it, it kills them dead. It's also used to prevent termites. You can dig a trench around the foundation of your home, fill that trench up with this stuff, and it will kill termites or prevent them. So it's safe to use in the ground. So I don't want to hear any crybabies out there talking about environmental stuff. Besides, when it comes to fire ants, I don't care about environmental whatever. I want them dead. I want to kill them. I don't want to make them move. I want to kill the queen. I want to kill them. I want to annihilate them. I want to inflict as much pain as possible while I'm doing it. I don't care. We just want dead ants. That's it. That's the only goal. We're not tree hugging here while we're killing fire ants. We just want to kill them dead. So how does this work? Well, the idea is, if this is what an ant mound looks like down under the ground, and this is the surface, we want to stick that probe all the way down in here and get all the way down in here and inject hot poison down into all the little nooks and crannies in there, and try to, I don't know where the queen lives, I'm guessing she lives about right there. But nevertheless, this is about 17 inches tall, and we want to get at least a foot down into the ground and inject hot poison into their home. And how do we do that? Well, we do that with the wand. Just stab that down in there. It gets converted into steam by the mosquito fogger, travels down the tube, down the wand, down into the middle of the mound, and bosh, bam, wreck their world. If it's steam that's coming out of that probe, then it's 212 degrees, and there's not an animal on the planet that can survive that. Secondly, the steam itself is poison. It's aerosolized poison. It's aerosolized bug barrier, and it penetrates all through the different little tunnels that are in there, and they're breathing it in. I'm thinking that should do it too. Thirdly, once the steam reaches room temperature, it condenses down and leaves a residue throughout the mound. And so if an ant walks around in his house, he walks across the poison, bam, kills them dead. I've got 25 mounds that I've scoped out in my yard, and we're gonna go treat those now. Let me show you how I do it. For all you crybabies that think this is cruel and unusual punishment on some helpless animal or creature, these are the nastiest, meanest creatures on the planet. And their only desire is to inflict pain on you or your kids. But I want you to see just how ferocious these things are and how fast these things come boiling out. I'm just gonna touch. Here they come. Look at that. Those things are mad at the world right now, and they are looking for something to kill, something to bite, something to sting. And we're fixing to wreck their world here in just a little bit. Yeah, they are mad. That's a mound full of pain right there, buddy. And you think we could come up with something to stop them, and I think we have. So here, I'm gonna stick that right in there and leave it. So that's what they do. If you stepped on this mound, that's what they do. They go right up your leg. Stinging, my gosh. All right, we're ready to treat that mound we just disturbed. I've got our steamer turned on. We need a name for this thing. Comment below and let me know what you think we should name this thing. Alright, so that's what we think it looks like down in the mound. It just shoots out hot steam and aerosolized poison. Oh yeah, that's got to be good. Oh my gosh, yes. Let's go. Oh yeah. Die. Die. Oh, here's another one I missed. Here we go. Okay guys, it's been 3 days since we treated the mounds, and we're fixing to go do our first initial assessment of them. I made a map that basically shows a map of all the different mounds that I treated, and that way we can record our results. We've got to put some sort of objective rating on the activity of each mound, and so what I've come up with is 4 things. The first one is they've probably moved. The second one is the mound is not affected, it's still alive. The third one is that there's still some activity, and then there's the fourth, and that is it's dead. It's just we killed it. We killed the mound. I'm gonna go around and let's compile our results. All right, so this is our first mound. Let's see if there's anything still. Okay. I'm gonna say this is moderately active. I'm not getting any activity up here. So this is number 1, moderate. All right, that's number 2. Number 2 is dead. This is what we're gonna call number 3. That thing is dead. This is number 4. That is an active mound. That had no effect. There's not an ant stirring. Number 5 is dead. Alright, this is number 6. Number 6 is still alive. They only moved a foot, but nevertheless they moved. Number 8 is dead. 9 is dead, and 10 is right here by. Yep, they moved. Number 11 is dead. 12 is dead. Out here's where I treated. But you can see this is fresh. Yep, that's an active mound. Alright, that one moved. So some activity there. That one is dead. That sucker is dead. Makes my day too. It makes me so happy. So happy. This mound is dead. Pile of dead ants here. That's the cemetery, I guess. That sucker's dead. There's not anything moving at all. Dead as a hammer. On the first round, we were effective at killing 62% of the mounds dead. I mean, no activity. So that check, those numbers were derived. I got those 3 days after I treated the first time. When I went back for retreatment, I only treated like 5 or 6 mounds. I'll record it as I go here, but I only treated like 5 or 6 mounds. They were all dead, and they hadn't moved either. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a final check at this point. That sucker is dead as a hammer. There's no activity on that dude. 4 still showed some activity, and I did retreat number 4. See one ant right there. Oh my gosh. Interesting. Check this out, guys. See that? All along through there. Dead ants. Dead ants. This mound is definitely in pain now, but that thing was still fully active Saturday. It's Monday now. It was still fully active Saturday when I treated. So I'm gonna mark that sucker down. Number 4 is not active. We're just gonna say some activity. 6 moved, still active. You remember this one? This is the one with the stick. Actually, the one with the stick was right here, and it went dormant. I had it listed as dead. Basically, they were building a new mound right next to it, and then so we've marked it with the same stick again, and they're mad at that stick again, sticking it to them. Sorry. 17, still dead. I did the math. So after a second treatment, I've got 29 mounds that I treated. 7 are still active. 28, 7 out of 28, that's 25%. We'll just call it 25%. So after 2 treatments, 25% are still active or some activity. It also means our methods were 75% effective. So we just keep treating, keep doing the same thing. It's only 75% effective. I guess for the time being, that's what I'll do. I'll keep treating the same way. I don't know what else to do, but I have an idea. Thinking we can scale this thing up. I think we can go bigger. There's a couple of different ways to go about this, but I think we could increase the amount of heat that we can introduce into that mound. Like, I'm not sure by the time the steam makes it down the brake line down in the mound that it's a really lethal dose, like catastrophic lethal. I don't know if we'll ever hit 100% short of using the aluminum, but one thing we do know, aluminum is 100% effective. It's basically like abstinence. It works every time it's tried. Of course, you're pouring 1,000-degree aluminum down in there. I don't know if we can replicate that. Just take a tremendous amount of energy to heat anything up, you know, get it down in there. But I think we can do better. I think we can go bigger. I think we can scale up. And I have an idea. I'm thinking about just trying to figure out a way to introduce more heat. Like catastrophic. Like I'm thinking like, you know, 400-600-degree heat down in there for a sustained period of time. You know, the little mosquito fogger, it just kind of goes, psh, 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 you know, just little spurts. Little spurt. Sometimes it's hot water, sometimes it's steam. I want something that goes a death ray, you know, just like, you know, all the way, you know, for a minute if I want to do it. A whole minute of nothing but fiery, hot, poison steam. So I'm gonna wrap the video up here. Subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. That's the 75% effective mosquito fogger used to kill ants. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bosh. That's the 75% effective ant killer. That's the 75% effective ant fogger. That's the 75% effective ant machine? Ant killer? What is it? It's a mosquito fogger used to kill ants using fuel line and brake line. Using a fuel hose and a brake line and some bug poison. Bosh.